And now we'll ask Liz what she might think about that question, why no one is talking about a cure for COVID. They're only talking about vaccines, period.
Well, I know all too well the power of drug companies, and their motives are all money and paying the people to represent them in the government so that their laws get passed for them to be protected, no matter who their medicine harms. So I'm familiar with this concept a bit. Um, so correct, with money being the only goal.
At
All
the end of
these
the day,
these very specific drug companies, and how many drug companies are there around the world? Hundreds, if not thousands, and they've chosen
exactly.
to come up with enough vaccines for the entire country, let alone maybe the world.
Now, who owns, would anyone be surprised to know that members of our government or their relatives own those two companies?
Exactly. No,
Nobody's concerned about that. Nobody's asking that question. Nobody's thinking of that.
yeah.
They are so hungry for something to be done because people died. Meanwhile, America, for a year, over a year now, we've not talked about cancer deaths anymore. We've
Or the
not talked
flu.
about congestive heart failure anymore. We've not talked about AIDS deaths anymore. We've not talked about bronchial asthmatic cases of people dying. We've talked about no other way to die in America for a year, over a year, except COVID.
Yeah.
Does that not strike anyone
That is
a
so
little
bizarre.
crazy?
I wonder how
Common
many
sense.
people
Who's asking
recognize
these
that.
questions? America. We need somebody that has a bigger voice than mine, perhaps, to ask these simple, easy, to the point, direct questions.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Why is this going on like this? Are they are they searching for a
Ask the
cure?
important questions instead of all the 25 dumb ones that everybody asks because it makes a good newspaper story in the Washington Post. Ask the real questions.
Yeah. Where's the cure? So I think because of
And then,
the
since I like thoughts to come in three, before we end out the night, I want to end it on one more common sense thought. America, listen to this. How much money do y'all lose every month in your 401ks? Question mark. You answer the question. Now I'm going to ask you another question. Do you think the money that you lost in your 401k got burned up in a furnace somewhere? Or do you think someone has your money somewhere on Wall Street? My common sense question. Why would you put your money into a man's hands that you have never met and you know nothing about in the return of a maybe you might get some money when we're done using your money?